Peter leaves school and discovers even more abilities on the rooftops. To those wondering if these hideous effects look good back then, Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers came out the exact same year. These effects were awful!
Spider-Man does whatever a spider does.
But don't worry, as the film goes on, they get... These effects were awful!
Spins a web any size. No, he can't. He's a pig. Sorry, we're not that good at rhymes.
To those wondering if these hideous effects look good back then, Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers came out the exact same year. These effects were awful!
Welcome to high school, where all the teachers are monsters. I know it looks like they want to teach you something, but they don't. They just want to eat you up because we're evil, blood-sucking vampire things.
We need more victimization.
There are no good teachers, not one, not even by accident.
We need more stuff to rebel.
We don't want to help you, we just want to eat your blood and suck your brains.
These effects were awful!
Oh my God, doesn't this remind you of Jesus? I'm like Jesus! I'm Jesus! Feel sorry for me!
These effects were awful!
You fool! What have you done? Yes, my satanic setup! Let the world see you for the abomination that you are!
Would you like to buy some Smurf merchandise?
These effects were awful!
Some folks frown or even throw up at which chipmunks move.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
He also has a sidekick played by Daryl Hammond named Master Little. Why does he have a sidekick in this version? Because everybody has a funny little sidekick in this movie. In fact, we can probably just go ahead and start the funny little sidekick count. The monkey, most racist interpretation since Breakfast at Tiffany's.
So let us begin with the history of Thailand culture.
Thailand culture come from Big Dragon. Big Dragon decide who live and who die. And those left created Thailand. Most racist interpretation since Breakfast at Tiffany's. American history. John Smith saved by full-grown Indian princess. They have romance and talk to singing tree. Most racist interpretation since Breakfast at Tiffany's. Rasputin
Yes?
was an evil wizard with a talking bat who cast spells on another pretty princess. Pretty princesses make up most of world history.
She looked like she had never seen anything quite so horrible in all her life.
This is not the first time in the past several years we've asked this question. Big name actors like The Rock, Emma Stone, Pierce Brosnan,
And I'm Javert.
and of course, our darling little song crow. All have singing voices most people would agree are not that musically impressive. At least certainly not strong enough to survive in musical theater.
You can't be bored while we are singing, unless you don't wanna be seen as deep.
Recently, there's been this big thing about not dubbing singers, even if they're not musically inclined.
Your attention constantly may fade. Your eyes move, but do you care what we're saying?
Because of that, our eardrums have paid with Gerard Butler, Marlon Brando,
But there is room for doubt.
even Eastwood gave it a try, much to our everlasting horror.
But suddenly my words reach someone else's ear. When I was a child, I remember being invested, like hearing the dark side of the moon. Now I've grown, the section starts to drag like a long neck. I just don't understand. Is this now how I am?
And
And Disney once again helped Robin Williams' dazzling energy leap off the screen in this larger-than-life roller coaster. It's not great singing, but it's a great voice, and sometimes that's enough.
I just heard it. I literally just heard it. And I've got to say, in all honesty, it's the biggest piece of dog shit that I have ever heard. Everyone's laughing, by the way, but it's true because everybody's heard it too. Everyone heard it, right? They look at all, everyone's like, yeah, big piece of dog shit. It should be called big piece of black dog shit. That's what it should be called. Not even the hard, dried up dog shit for 7 days. It's the soft dog shit. It's like baby shit. It's like that. That's what the album is like. And I never want to hear it again, and I'm never gonna fucking forgive him for wasting my time. That is time I will never get back. It's like dog shit is in my ear. Motherfucker.
Becoming too crowded and too unfocused. And you put less time into creating good jokes and characters, and instead tried to make more time cramming in as many movie references as you can. Becoming too crowded and too unfocused. And you put less time into creating good jokes and characters, and instead tried to make more time cramming in as many movie references as you can.
We're not doing the supervillain shuffle!
I am Ra's al Ghul, and I'm here to say no inflection in your voice is A-OK. With the leak of shadows, I'll make Gotham fall. I have several identities, all of them dull.
I am Harvey Dent, and my face is bent. My evil motivation makes little sense. I was a nice guy, but now I'm deranged, determining my future on the back of change. My attitude can turn on the flip of a dime. Boy, I tell you, this deal's getting worse all the time.
I am Dr. Crane, totally insane, and I only have a few lines in the movie, so next.
Now this is a story all about how my frown got flipped, turned upside down, and I'd like to take a minute, don't go too far. I'm gonna tell you a little story about how I got these scars. My daddy was a drinker. My wife, she liked to gamble. My dog's a plastic surgeon. Please stop me if I ramble. My plans are so detailed, it's like I see into the future. I'm a ball-busting, fat-bashing, gangster money moocher.
Word! I quit.
Becoming too crowded and too unfocused. And you put less time into creating good jokes and characters, and instead tried to make more time cramming in as many movie references as you can.
Take a look at Deadpool 2.
Yeah! I'm Deadpool! I'm Deadpool! I'm Deadpool! I love chimichangas! I'm Deadpool!
And as you probably figured out, that means we have to put up with asshole cosplay Deadpool. That guy at every convention who thinks he's really funny because he has a Deadpool cosplay, but he's really just an annoying dick.
I'm Deadpool! I'm Deadpool!
Not in a review of my movie.
Holy shit! Deadpool! Like the actual Deadpool!
That's right, as close as our budget will allow.
Oh. How close?
Decent costume, clever writing, good-looking guy underneath.
Oh, okay. You know, Honest Trailer's got Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, wow, you're right! Well, why don't you use your clout with the crossover you did with
Them to get Reynolds.
Well,
I mean, that Deadpool on his trailer got over 20 million views. The one you did with them got, wow, almost 3.
so your point.
I mean, with a connection that close, you surely must be able to work your charm and magic.
Hey, you have no idea the connections I have!
So let's get this podcast with sketches started. I assume you want to talk about my impact on R-rated comic book movies, box office growth, and groundbreaking fourth wall humor in the same sentence?
Well...
Not so fast, dumb devil. You're the Lion King. Everybody's Kimba the White Lion.
Hey, where did Quantum Leap come from? Isn't he supposed to be white?
Apparently I wasn't PC enough, so I got a black Morty from another dimension.
I'm the woke version!
You're as woke as his style of comedy.
Does that explain why you look like Krusty the Drunk Doc Brown?
Well, as a completely different person, I think you look very stylish.
Shut it, bald AC/DC.
What the hell are you doing in my review?
You think you're this big groundbreaker, and you're not. There's other R-rated comic book hits, other R-rated comedy hits, and literally hundreds of fourth wall breakers before you. You're the Kanye West of gimmicks pretending not to be gimmicks.
Ooh, a Kanye joke. It's about time someone was brave enough to make fun of him.
I don't know, Rick. I don't think we should piss this guy off.
Don't worry, Black Morty. He's just upset because the Mask comic nailed this shtick light years before he did.
I'm not afraid of him. I'm afraid of his fan base. You've seen what an awkward barrel of insanity they can be.
I am Unicorn Julio. I need TP for my bunghole.
Becoming too crowded and too unfocused. And you put less time into creating good jokes and characters, and instead tried to make more time cramming in as many movie references as you can.
I'm in the film now!
What the hell is this?
Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, I used my portal gun to bring in other self-aware characters to emphasize how original you are. You want to break the fourth wall? I literally break it beyond!
Is it too late to review Show Dogs?
Hey, you talking to the camera? I like doing that too.
Today we'd like to talk about the Avengers of
Handman! Yay, Handman!
Okay, there's only room for one Jedi Master of obscure non sequiturs. This review clearly has no budget, so we'll just cast you as Colossus.
Ooh, can I teach the kids Russian?
With the current president, that's a good idea.
Well, what do I do now?
Well, you knocked me and the kid out for killing those people.
Can Handman do it?
I'm already sick of you. I'm just skipping ahead.
Right the hell out of nowhere, a character from a dystopian future sees his Kentucky Fried family and journeys back in time because Russell is the one who kills them. Now in the movie, this is just Roland playing Cable, but truth be told, we don't have anyone quite as awesome as that, so we went for the next best thing.
I am Cable Boner.
I take it I have to watch the show to know what this is.
He's a reoccurring character, yeah. I have to stop that boy from performing the terrible crime of child murder!
How?
By performing child murder!
Can't we take off our collars that block our powers?
No, like they said earlier, only a grenade can take him off. Or just hitting the ground really hard. Look, Lobo, if we're gonna make you marketable to future franchises, we gotta tone down the kid killing.
My only concern is if Disney buys Fox, what are they gonna do when Cable fights Thanos? Now that's not true. Disney's merger wouldn't necessarily affect Fox's cinematic releases.
Enough of the fourth wall breaking, Dr. Bunsen!
Becoming too crowded and too unfocused. And you put less time into creating good jokes and characters, and instead try to make more time cramming in as many movie references as you can.
Yeah, I would've made that joke too.
As he goes through a lineup of wacky characters.
My name is Woody Allen. Hey, audience, don't you wish real life was like this?
Hey, what did I say? Only I talk to the viewer.
Ho! Hey everybody! Was I the street merchant in the opening or not?
Is nobody hearing me?
This is the most embarrassing day of my life, folks.
Who invited Dr. Katz?
Kermit the Frog here.
No, I am not being upstaged by a sock.
Oh, come on, that's Kermit the Frog, man.
He's a goddamn sock. Watch! Oh, God.
Sweet Jesus. I don't know, Rick. Haven't you gone far enough with the fourth wall breakers?
Not until he sees what a gimmicky hack he is.
You're the hack, you little pop culture spewing pimp.
Hey, at least I mocked the convention of lame catchphrases. Wubba lubba love boat, whatever.
Hey, how many Pickle Rick shirts did you sell today?
That was petty and beneath you.
Excuse me.
Oh, great. And what show are you from?
Atlanta, but what does that matter?
Do they look at the camera in Atlanta?
They're not supposed to.
Great! Tell me about yourself.
I'm Domino, and my superpower is I'm always lucky.
Yeah, I saw that episode of DuckTales 2. It's not a power.
It sure as hell is.
Prove it.
I was in Geostorm, and yet I have a role in Deadpool 2.
You're hired.
He calls his team X-Force, but it looks like he should have called them the Expendables because they all die before even starting their first mission.
It looks like it's just you and me, Kermit.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
What's up, my
What did you just say?
So, what's the only thing worse than listening to Whitey's door nail in your brain voice? In fact, I'm not gonna jump to any conclusions. I'm just gonna call Mr. Sandler right now to figure out who did that voice.
Hello?
Mr. Sandler?
Yeah.
Nostalgia critic, longtime admirer of your genius. Listen, I just have one question for you. Who was that inspired old man who portrayed Whitey in 8 Crazy Nights?
Yeah, actually, I got a little secret for you. It wasn't an old man at all.
What?
No, actually, it's gonna totally blow your mind. It's me.
No!
Yep, it's me.
No!
Pretty amazing, huh?
Mr. Sandler, I think I speak for all the world when I say that we as a species have seen actors become other people. But you, sir, you have taken it to a whole new level. You are like some sort of mutant chameleon that we cannot see. You just become other things, other entities. So, what's the only thing worse than listening to Whitey's door nail in your brain voice? Oh my God, and your choice to have him in the majority of this film so that we can hear your beautiful instrument. I just have to say, thank you. Thank you from behalf of all the world for letting us be a part of this magic.
Oh, well, you know, it's very kind of you to say.
Fuck Mel Blanc!
What?
The man of 1,000 voices, the voice of all the Looney Tunes.
Fuck him! He is shit compared to your genius!
Going a little farther.
No. If I could find a way to get his body and put little upside down crosses on him to assure that he is rotting in hell because he even attempted to be the best when he knew that at one point you would be born to bring us this whitey voice is an insult, and I would do it to him to make sure that he suffers for even trying to do something even better than you!
You're going a little overboard.
Mr. Sandler!
Okay.
It would be an honor
You need to calm
for
down.
me to dig up the corpse of Mel Blanc so that you could take your dick and shove it up his ass because that is how little of a candle he holds to you. He holds to you and your brilliance for Whitey from 8 Crazy Nights.
That's not really necessary.
It would be an honor.
Please stop saying that.
An honor, sir!
So, what's the only thing worse than listening to Whitey's door nail in your brain voice?
Thank you!
Oh, will you shut the fuck up?
Find Davy Jones' ship, and sure enough they do, along with his crew and Davy Jones himself, played by Bill Nighy.
Do you feel this?
And I gotta give credit, Jones still looks pretty damn good. While he's not quite the effects landmark something like Gollum was,
The One Piece! The One Piece is real!
Can we get much higher? So high.
For all the strange things that George Lucas has done, whether it be bad, unnecessary, or just downright racist, what they don't show you is the Goofy that's violent, angry, a smoker, a psychopath, an abusive parent, and one of the friggin' funniest characters to ever come out of Disney. For all the strange things that George Lucas has done, whether it be bad, unnecessary, or just downright racist, has anyone ever noticed that Pauly Shore is to white people what Jar Jar Binks is to black people? I have to say, I'm very offended. Has anyone ever noticed that Pauly Shore is to white people what Jar Jar Binks is to black people? I have to say, I'm very offended.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
Yes.